Hello, smart girls, and welcome back. This is session 8 of your Smart Girls curriculum, and we are going to just go ahead and hop into this. We are talking about girlfriends, boyfriends, and best friends today. And so, if you are interested, I already know you're interested because who's not interested in talking about this stuff? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So, of course, no friend is perfect, right? But we all have ideas about friends and what we expect to get out of a friend, right? So, at the top of your activity sheet, I want you guys to go ahead and write down what qualities make a good friend. Do you want someone who is caring, kind, smart, generous, cool, funny, silly? What does it mean to have a best friend? Can you have more than one? How many friends can you have? Is it weird to only have a few or a bunch? Just start to get in your mind what you are expecting out of these new situations, right? How does it feel when a friend repeats a secret? You would want your friends to be trustworthy, right? And so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the characteristics of someone who is a good friend, right? Now, naturally, you can be friends with anyone. You can be friends with girls, you can be friends with boys. And a lot of times, we don't realize this, but how do romantic relationships differ from just regular friendships? How are they the same, right? So romantic relationships, of course, you have more emotions and more feelings involved, but you expect someone that you're in a relationship to treat you just as good, if not better, than someone that you have a good friendship, right? A good friendship with. So you would want that person to treat you with care. You would want that person to maybe be funny, be smart, be whatever. And so we have to look at these things. These are some questions we want to ask ourselves when we are forming relationships with new people, right? So can the qualities of a good friendship transfer to a romantic relationship? Absolutely. Matter of fact, that is kind of what you want. You want someone who is your partner in your relationship to also be a good friend to you, right? What happens if you have a crush on someone but they don't feel the same way about you? What do? These are some things that we need to have in the back of our minds so that we are not thrown off when something like this happens, because it happens to the best of us. It happens all the time, okay? What kind of things are okay with you and what things are not okay? Like if you have physical boundaries, I don't want you to touch me. Okay? I don't want you to touch me. That should be, something that you have in your mind so that when you are going into a relationship or going into a friendship, you can set those boundaries right off the top. Hello, my name is so-and-so. I will be your friend, but here are some of my conditions. I don't like to be touched, period. And they can just leave it at that, right? Right. And so there are lots of things that we just need to have in the back of our minds when it comes to building healthy relationships, okay? Strong friendships can handle the ups and downs of life. You can always count on a good friend to dry your tears and make you laugh and make you laugh until you cry, okay? With some people, you might want to be more than friends. Even though crushing on someone can make you feel excited and it's kind of crazy, because you're like, do I like this person? And you have to decide, yeah, I like that person. It's a huge part of growing up. It is a regular thing. Do not think it weird. It happens to everyone. But it is something that you don't want to miss out on, and it is also something that you want to take into account. Okay, you want to have those things in the back of your mind so you can set your standards. All right, you decide how people treat you. Okay, you get to decide that. People don't get to just treat you any kind of way. And so for you to decide that, you need to know exactly how you want to be treated. And that's what we're doing today. All right? All right. After you have decided how you want to be treated, what kind of things are important for you in a friendship, in a relationship, I want you to write down the qualities that translate into, well, that can translate from a friendship into a relationship in the second part of your activity sheet for session 8. Okay. What are the qualities of a good friend that translate to a relationship? That's number 1. What does it mean to have a crush on somebody? I mean, is it just a feeling? Is it something that you decide like, oh, I think that person's cute, so and so and so and so? How does it make you feel? How do you treat a crush? Remember when I was talking about those boundaries? What do you do if your crush doesn't feel the same way about you? I want you to write those things in the second space on your activity sheet. All right? Now, there's a portion in your activity sheet that gives you a place to interview. It says you want to interview with a trusted adult. Find someone like your mom or your grandma, or if you don't want to talk to them, talk to your older sister or a mentor, someone that you feel comfortable with having this kind of conversation with. All right? I want you all to take a few minutes and do this activity with us. All right. So at the bottom of your session 8 activity guide, I want you to create a, it's called a high five friendship challenge. And so what you are doing is writing down all of the qualities that you have that makes you a good friend. All right? And that is what you are bringing to the table as you are coming into relationships with somebody. You could say, I am smart, I am trustworthy, I am funny, I am nice to people, I am brave. All right? And so that way, you know what you're bringing to the table, and that way they can know what they're receiving as a friend. And after you are finished with that, or with a relationship as well, and after you are finished with that, I want you to take a few minutes and reflect about this activity. What did you like? What did you dislike? What did you learn? How did it make you feel? I am Sabria Hendricks, and that was session 8. See ya.